I'm joined now by Nomathibana Okello of Terebinth Capital. Noma, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Terebinth Capital. I know Terebinth, but I've been in this industry for a long time. Can you explain a little bit to our viewers who Terebinth is?
Sure. So we are a boutique firm based here in Cape Town in Tiger Valley. We have, in terms of our offering, we offer the full spectrum of asset classes from low risk money market. And within money or fixed income, we go up to the hedge fund product, and then equities, listed property, and multi-asset variants of all of these products. So fully fledged asset management firm. In terms of the people who manage this business, our one of our first products was a hedge fund product. So therefore, from a mindset perspective, we have an absolute return mindset in nature. So that goes without saying. So that's why when you talk of who we are, our vision, we always put the absolute return. But in terms of the people, we want to be known in the industry as number one in what we do. We thrive and we want to be known as being good in terms of our excellence. But at the same time, we want to say we want to be part of the solution in ensuring that there's enough females in this industry.
So that's interesting. I mean, Terebinth is women-owned, black women-owned. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So, and that's quite unique. I mean, there aren't that many, if any, that I can think of that have that status.
There's not a lot of majority female and black female-owned businesses, and also from a management perspective.
And what I'm finding recently, which is interesting, is a lot of and I never get the wording right of this, whether it's up-and-coming asset managers or emerging asset managers, a lot of already emerged and are doing exceptionally well and producing strong performance, strong growth in assets, but they came from a hedge fund background. And people tend to perceive hedge funds as being risky and all of these other misconceptions. It's actually a very good base to learn to manage long only at the end of the day.
100%. As I said, when you manage a hedge fund, you have an absolute return mindset because for starters, most of the benchmark would be a cash benchmark. But besides that, you as a hedge fund manager, you want to be able to make money on both a rising market and a down market. So in terms of your overall strategies, you're always thinking about how do you protect the overall portfolio value. So you won't sit through a downturn. You actually can use that as an opportunity to make money. So that managing hedge fund money, and another component is you use multiple skills or tools when it comes to managing. So you become well versed in so many other asset classes or within an asset class, the various tools within that asset class.
So for the sake of the audience, can you explain what your role is within Terebinth Capital?
So I am the managing director. I have two roles, and I'm also a senior portfolio manager within the fixed income team. So within the fixed income team as a senior portfolio manager, I am a lead PM in a couple of products, but I'm also a co-PM in some of our products.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How many people do you employ?
In total, we have 18 people.
And AUM?
Just under 38 billion.
Okay, so you've done exceptionally well, and your doors have been open since?
2013.
Yes, that's quick. That's quick. So I always want to ask the question because I remember when I first started working as an investment consultant, the actuary that was in charge of our division had a company called Prudential come see him at the time. Now, this is Prudential UK, now MNG of today. And his response to them was, when you have a 3-year track record, come back and see me. So the first 3 years are tough, very, very tough for any fund manager to work through. And if you don't then have good performance at the end of the 3 years, well, you've got another wait. So how did you manage to work through that?
So 2013, there are some of our products that have been in place since we launched the business. So those ones naturally have a very long-term track record. And then we have some products, as you rightfully say, that are still in that stage in terms of growing. And it sounds quick, but I do think that, as the example you've put, we've been able to ensure that within that 3-year period, we can demonstrate our skill set. So from the performance of the funds, the process in place, we can articulate our process very well. Even if we come with returns, because obviously it depends on the cycle, we may come with returns that are at benchmark or slightly above benchmark. We are able to demonstrate a process. And it's a process that we can articulate and investors understand. Just summary, in terms of our investment process, it's twofold. Macroeconomic analysis, that's a top-down analysis, and we combine that with bottom-up analysis. In fixed income, that's quantitative analysis. In equities, fundamental analysis. And we believe in cycles, so in cycle analysis. So it's a concept most people can understand. And we can demonstrate that in terms of the tools we utilize to actually come up with the different trade ideas. So I do think when you are able to do that, investors are able then to buy into your overall product.
You have actually entered into a competition, and I'm not certain a competition, awards, the EBnet Evolutionary Awards, as the best women-led initiative over the last while. So it's I wish you all the best in terms of that, but I wanted to point that out so that our viewers can go there and they'll be able to view a little bit more about your business and how it all ultimately came about and the process and so on that you follow. So go to www.ebnet.co.za and click on Innovation and Tech and look at the Evolutionary Award entries, where you'll be able to see the entry put forward by Terebinth Capital. So coming back to this conference, it's a big investment to ultimately make. What is your intent and why are you here?
Essentially, as a business being formed in 2013, there are some clients who are not aware of us. So first and foremost, we just wanted to have a presence to demonstrate that we are here. And also in terms of businesses that look like us and are made up of people like us. There's a perception that we don't exist. So it's about showing the representation that we are here. Mm-hmm. And we have the excellence in terms of our products and the full offering that we have. So that's twofold. We wanted to just demonstrate to the client base in terms of who we are, and just give them some information on what else they can, how to follow up with us. So that was the main thing, just to show a presence to the potential or to the trustees, etc., that are currently in here.
So it's interesting. I get a number of fund managers that will say to me, first of all, I'm yet to find a fund manager who says their performance is bad. As I've been in this industry for 30 years, everyone's performance is good. But they always say, I struggle to win institutional business. And part of that is because of their brand awareness at the end of the day. I have this funny story from when I was an investment consultant, and there was a pensioner outsource on a defined benefit fund. And the one pensioner trustee came to the meeting with, these are the days of phone books. And he had this phone book under his arm, and I thought it was very strange that he was carrying his phone book around with him. And there were the usual suspects, Liberty, Sanlam, so on, that presented. And one was Metropolitan. And Metropolitan happened to have the best pricing of all the different providers. But he didn't recognize the name. And once everyone had presented and everyone was saying, no, Metropolitan's the best, blah, 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 he said he refuses to put his money with someone that he cannot even find in the phone book. So it shows you the investment that you need to make, the capital that you need to put at risk, ultimately to grow your business. And I'm pleased to hear that you've already, from your AUM, you crossed that threshold.
No, it's definitely important. I mean, sometimes people will make the comment that people do business with people they trust. Mm-hmm. And in this instance, it's also that familiarity. I've seen you. And also, I've seen your face. You know, it's the idea of Terebinth. There's a brand, there's a vision, there's a mission, but who are the people, like physically, the people behind this brand? So it's important for us to come here and spend the money to actually do that, because at the end of the day, the trustees also need to report back to their members, and they need to talk to a business and they need to be able, when they talk about the process, they have the people in mind. And that's part of the investment that as a business you need to do.
Okay, good. Well, if any of our viewers would like to get hold of you to talk about your business further, how can they do that?
Okay. So there's easiest ways. Currently, you can go to our website. It's www.terebinthcapital.co.za. And from an email perspective, you can email us at clients@terebinthcapital.com.
Okay, good. So that's Nomathibana Okello. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Sure. Great. Of Terebinth Capital. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Cheers then.
Sure.